This video is about the Texas oil men who are coming up to Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and they're buying up gas leases from the landowners that live up in that area. I have a little bit of experience in this. I had a man, James Allen, came to me. He was going to pay me $7,000 per acre for a oil and gas lease. At the last minute, after all the contracts were signed and everything was done, almost a done deal, he ripped the contracts up and said, "Screw you." So I've learned the hard way that these Texas oil men, gas landmen they call them, they can lie to you, and they don't tell the truth all the time. So we're going to talk about how they lie. One of the big lies that James told me was, we're going to lease your land from you, we're going to give you this amount of money, but we're not going to flip the land to another oil people. We're going to develop the rig ourselves. We're going to develop the oil platform, and we're going to do the drilling ourselves because we have the assets and the resources. We can do that. He worked for Paloma Partners. It was all a lie. Paloma Partners never did any drilling. Whatever acres they bought, they flipped it to a billionaire, and now they're going to sell all their acreage. The whole company, Paloma Partners, is going to be sold to Gulfport. Gulfport is going to acquire them for $300 million in the third quarter of 2015. So there's a lot of stuff going on with these oil and gas leases. I really do recommend you talk to somebody, a professional, before you get involved with people, especially people like James Allen, because he'll lie to you. You really need somebody on your side when you're dealing with people like Paloma and James Allen. They end up paying you 6 months after you sign your lease. Yeah, after you sign your lease, they take their time. 6 months later, they give you a check. This check we were supposed to get was going to be $7,000 per acre bonus check. It never came because they ripped the contract up at the last minute and said, "Screw you." So we learned the hard way that these Texas oil men can be liars, or James Allen for sure, and he worked for Paloma, and everybody in Paloma went with him. So whatever James Allen did, Paloma agreed to it. So they're one and the same. So now Gulfport is going to buy Paloma for $300 million, and maybe Gulfport takes in all the Paloma people, and they work on the same premise. So if Gulfport is going to acquire Paloma, then common sense would say, hey, maybe you have to watch out on Gulfport because they're taking all the Paloma workers. See? So this is a very complicated thing. These Texas guys are really slick. They know their gas stuff, and they're coming up and they're dealing with people from Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania who don't know a lot about gas and oil leases, and they're taking advantage of people because they took advantage of me. They tried to take advantage of me. The strange part is, when James was dealing with me, he knew that I was part of the Vegas crew. He knew I worked in Vegas, who I worked for, who I was involved with. He knew everything about me, and yet he still screwed me. That took a whole lot of cojones. So I give him credit. He got a Texas ego on him. He knew who he was dealing with, and he still screwed me. But one way or another, the truth is coming out, isn't it? And I don't hold any hard feelings, but I don't like to be lied to. No, nobody likes to be lied to. So this is a warning. If you're going to deal with Paloma or Gulfport or James Allen, this is a warning.